Saturday the 14th begins with you rising from the duvet like a particularly grumpy meerkat, convinced brunch is a bank holiday. You'll spend a solid half-hour interrogating the barista about oat milk consistency, only to wear half your flat white as a badge of honor. Your doomscope animal today is a parrot who only repeats your worst takes, like that time you tried to manifest a free holiday in 24. By afternoon, Venus is giving you the silent treatment because you spent 2 hours reorganizing your wardrobe by color palette rather than, interacting with actual humans. Social media beckons. 45 minutes constructing the perfect selfie, then deleting it at 6:17 p.m. convinced your mum's net curtains are twitching. Evening arrives, and you bravely attempt that showstopper bake from TikTok. The smoke alarm serenades the neighborhood for the 4th time this month. Mars is screaming dominoes, and frankly, so is next door's chihuahua. Advice: hide your phone and the fire extinguisher. Saturday the 14th of March, Taurus, finds you emerging from hibernation, convinced a lie-in until midday is a basic human right. Mars is fueling your belief that you can single-handedly revamp the spare room. After approximately 11 minutes of watching Stacey Solomon's Instagram, you'll realize it involves skills beyond assembling flat-pack furniture. The coffee needs to be industrial strength this morning. Venus is horrified by your ongoing commitment to tracksuits. It's whispering about scented candles, the ones that smell of fresh linen but really smell of money. Change, you say? How ambitious. Friends are plotting a subtle nudge towards daylight. Prepare your award-winning maybe later, which translates to absolutely not. Tonight's plans involve forensic exploration of streaming services. Jupiter, still horizontal, suggests an extended dive into true crime documentaries and the inevitable late-night panic that follows. That thing you confidently started? Abandon it. Pretend it never happened. Advice: ditch the DIY. Nobody needs shelves. Saturday the 14th of March dawns, or at least you notice it when someone mentions lunch. You'd planned a culinary masterpiece of poached eggs. Instead, you'll be scraping burnt cheese off the grill pan whilst wondering how you set off the smoke alarm just making toast. Your doomscope animal today is a barnacle attached to the wrong ship, specifically, one powered by pure, unadulterated gossip. This afternoon sees you caught in more group chats than you knew existed. Plans for a quiet drink balloon into a full-blown social event. By tea time, you'll know exactly who's seeing who's not speaking to who, and why Karen's been unfriended on Facebook. Evening arrives, and your brain's gone on strike. The cosmos suggests a relaxing night in, but your fingers have other ideas, twitching over Netflix like a moth to a flame. By 8 p.m. you'll have watched 3 episodes and online ordered a kebab. Gemini, your watch history tells a story of takeaway menus and reality TV binges. Advice: stop saying yes to everything. You're not running a charity. Saturday the 14th of March greets you, Cancer, and your brain's already negotiating with the snooze button. Brunch is calling, but your stomach remembers last night's takeaway pizza, all of it. Coffee will be accompanied by precisely 7 minutes of staring blankly, wondering if you remembered to put the bins out. Points deducted if you shed a tear at a John Lewis advert from 2013. Venus is giving you the side eye after your rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody at Kevin's Leaving Do. Friends suggest a pub quiz, but Mars is busy turning you into a competitive know-it-all. Arguments may erupt over obscure crisp flavors. Friendships survive. Just expect pointed memes on the group chat later. Evening demands binge-watching documentaries about competitive dog grooming. Your attempt to recreate it using the cat results in a trim that can only be described as abstract. The local neighborhood watch suspects foul play, Cancer. Doom scrolling is practically compulsory. Advice: resist the urge to rearrange the cutlery drawer by color. It's Saturday. Let it go. Or at least, wait until everyone's asleep. Saturday, March 14th finds you wrestling the duvet, again. Venus is giving you the side eye. Apparently, midnight cheese toasties are no longer acceptable. Expect a grand entrance to brunch around 11:30, oversized sunglasses mandatory, proclaiming, never again. This vow will last approximately 1 hour, give or take 2 mimosas. The afternoon involves Operation Find the Perfect Selfie Light, culminating in an impromptu fashion parade for the dog, who remains utterly unmoved, bless him. Your doomscope object today is that cactus everyone forgets to water, much like that banana bread recipe from lockdown. Mars is having a giggle at your expense, queuing up a documentary on competitive ferret grooming. Evening sees you attempt some TikTok famous dessert, resulting in slightly cremated cookies and the Just Eat app already open. Cue an evening doom scrolling through holiday destinations you know you won't visit, all while wearing your pajamas. Advice: embrace the chaos. And maybe put the phone down. Just for an hour, mind. This Saturday, Virgo, the cosmos has noticed you've pressed snooze 7 times already. Mercury's decided your brain needs subtitles today. Expect 57 unread WhatsApp messages and a fridge so bare, even Marie Kondo wouldn't bother tidying it. Venus is playing hard to get. You'll suddenly need to visit B&M. There, you'll acquire 3 bargain storage boxes, destined to slowly fill with junk. Mars is trying to inspire you with, well, nothing, actually. At precisely 2:47 p.m. you'll realize you're still in your pajamas. Tonight, planetary alignment grants full permission to order that takeaway you've been eyeing up, with extra garlic bread, obviously. Later, the moon will illuminate your streaming service, as you endlessly browse, eventually re-watching that same episode of Friends for the 47th time. That fitness app remains untouched. Utterly, utterly untouched. Advice: resist the urge to hoover the lawn. You're not fooling anyone. Saturday the 14th, Libra, and you're already running late, for starting your day. The cat's giving you the side eye, she knows the brunch debate is about to begin. NASA predicts 42 minutes of scrolling, ending inevitably with avocado toast. Lovely. Your Doomoscope object, that vision board, now more like a beige wallpaper sample of good intentions. Venus isn't angry, just disappointed that those 2 hours choosing throw pillows ended with precisely 0 discernible difference. A friend texts about a party. You'll reply, sounds good, while mentally preparing a detailed excuse involving needing to alphabetize your spice rack. Evening finds you vowing to cook, but instead succumbing to TikTok at precisely 8:53 p.m. Then comes the accidental like of your ex's cousin's holiday photos from 2021. Cue 25 minutes crafting the perfect LOL, sorry, sausage fingers message. That takeaway menu is basically vibrating with anticipation. Advice: pick a film. Any film. Netflix is starting to feel personally rejected. Saturday the 14th. You'll surface at precisely 11:17 a.m., convinced someone's nicked all the good biscuits and replaced them with digestives. You're plotting your revenge breakfast strategy while still horizontal. Brunch plans are definitely more pictures on Instagram than reality. This afternoon, the internet whispers sweet nothings about bargains. You'll start price-checking new oven gloves. 3 hours later, you'll own a novelty singing fish and have absolutely no idea how it happened. Instead of missing exes, Venus is making you nostalgic for that questionable hairstyle from 2014. Tonight, staying in magically morphs into 3 separate garden parties, purely so you can judge everyone's new fences. 3 friend groups expect you. 2 will have their barbecues stealthily scrutinized afterwards. 1 will accidentally receive a thumbs-up emoji from you at 3 a.m. You'll be interrogating people about summer holiday plans like you're applying for a visa. Advice: delete your browsing history. Your bank manager's getting worried. Saturday the 14th of March finds you locked in a Mexican standoff with your duvet. You know you need to get up, but the duvet has hostages. Brunch is now 11's, possibly even second breakfast. That be there in 5 text was wildly optimistic, more like 5 geological epochs. Prepare for a dramatic entrance, fueled by caffeine and the crushing weight of mild guilt. This afternoon, Venus is side-eyeing your lime green Crocs. She thinks you're joking. You are not. You're actually considering bedazzling them. Your Doomoscope vegetable today is a sweet corn cob with 3 kernels left, less popular than a pineapple pizza at a slimming club meeting. Tonight is a tightrope walk between actual human interaction and mainlining Netflix. Mars is whispering sweet nothings, suggesting you like your ex's aunt's holiday photos from 7 years ago. Resist. Takeaway is crucial, scheduled for 7:17 precisely. Any later and you'll be elbows deep in a jar of pickled onions. Advice: always blame the traffic and never apologize for Crocs. Saturday. You're awake before the builders, ready for a relaxing day. This involves speed walking to that brunch place where the avocado costs more than your bus fare, clutching enough loyalty cards to wallpaper a small room. This afternoon, Venus is judging your attempts at self-care. That 3-day juice cleanse? You lasted 3 hours. A mate suggests retail therapy. You emerge blinking into the daylight, the proud owner of a leopard print snuggie. It's hanging off the door handle already. Tonight, that gourmet dinner party has morphed into you, a takeaway pizza, and a true crime documentary so gripping, you've paused it to Google the detective's marital status. You're basically Sherlock Holmes, if Sherlock Holmes ate garlic dough balls. Confidence is surging. Advice: buy a lottery ticket. Your luck's in. Saturday, March the 14th, Aquarius, you'll surface around midday, convinced it's still 1998. Your doomscope animal remains a deeply unmotivated dormouse. Brunch. A heroic raid on the biscuit tin. Coffee is less a beverage, more a science experiment brewing in a forgotten mug. This Mars retrograde is making you sound like you're narrating a nature documentary, very slowly. Around 2:22 p.m., the sock drawer spontaneously explodes. Sorting them by color feels like summiting Everest. You'll contemplate replying to that text from 2014, but decide the statute of limitations has expired. Then, you're ambushed by a furious online debate about whether pineapple belongs on pizza. You'll contribute, naturally, with the fury of 1,000 suns. The evening involves a carefully curated streaming session, alternating between baking shows and true crime documentaries. You will buy that weighted blanket you saw advertised, even though you definitely don't need it. Advice: embrace the chaos, you glorious mess. Saturday, the 14th of March. Pisces, you'll wake up convinced it's still Friday night. That alarm clock is about to get some serious side-eye. You'll hit snooze so many times, the local bus service will be running late. Avocado toast. More like cheese-induced existential dread. This afternoon, your social battery is lower than a snake's belly. Forget elaborate plans, Venus clearly thinks you need a duvet day. You will spend a solid hour trying to find a filter that makes you look less like you wrestle badgers for a living. Pizza it is, then. As evening descends, you'll lose 2 hours to TikTok, convinced everyone is on a yacht except you. You'll briefly consider taking up macrame, then remember you haven't finished that learn to crochet kit you bought in 2021. Settle in for reality television. You and a family-sized bag of crisps. Together. Advice: stop absorbing other people's feelings. Nobody made you the designated drama disposal unit.